The project is aimed at people with dementia, early to mid-stage dementia, and their carers. I think it was hoped that a lot of people would come in from the community, and what's happened here certainly is that people have come in, a lot of people have come from care homes, and 1 or 2 people have come directly from the community. And people do interact. That's why I do the warm-ups at the beginning and get everybody to shout out their name, because, you know, just even to be able to do that is a step for some people. And yeah, it's just encouraging people to feel free to use their voices to contribute. And it's nice because people from different homes, different parts of Aberdeenshire who don't necessarily know each other are communicating across the room. Yeah, and we do have a laugh. So Albert, one of the helpers, he came in and he was totally resistant. The first thing he said was, "I'm not singing." And he sat with his arms folded for the first session. And on the second session, he asked me if I knew a particular song. And I asked him to hum it, and he couldn't hum it. But we managed to get a few words out of him. And so on the third session, I brought the words and encouraged him to sing with my support. And other people, of course, were singing as well. And he did actually sing. And then he was very cross with me because I pulled right back so he could be heard. And he obviously wasn't quite ready for that. And so the next session, then he refused to sing again. And this session, clearly, you know, he was singing beautifully, and he has such a lovely voice. And I think it's just done amazing for his confidence. You know, he's absolutely like just a flower that's just opened, you know, as he's been here. It's really lovely.
I've been a volunteer here for the sessions that we've had in Huntly. I went on a course, the Create Connect course, where it was artists and names, which was a fantastic introduction to working with people with dementia, and then was encouraged to come along and volunteer in a number of different groups. So I volunteer here and also in Benhee on the outdoor art course. It's been really good, actually. It's been lovely meeting an older generation, meeting a lovely generation that I've not really had a chance to spend time with. It's brought back a lot of memories for me, because my gran used to sing a lot of these songs that I remember her singing to me and with me, and I'm surprised how many I actually know. So, and I was speaking to a couple that come along, Charles and Patricia. I know their son, and I was speaking to them saying that I'd met his dad, and he was a beautiful singing voice, and really enjoyed listening to him, and he was really one of the key people performing in the group, and he said that him and his wife hadn't heard him sing for 20 odd years, and it was lovely to even know that this was helping him to get his voice again. So I think it's made a huge difference, not just with the people who've come along here, but to their families as well. And the families are now getting involved with providing them with songs and reminding them of songs that they used to sing, and we're starting to sing them here as well. So I think it's really good.
I'm activities leader, and I've brought 5 residents with me today to the singing workshop. They are singing songs that they like, songs that they've remembered from years ago, and also learning new songs. It lifts their spirits, very much so. They really enjoy singing. When you're watching them when they're singing, they're all joining in, and they really enjoy it.
I love it. I love it, I really do. I just like the music and the atmosphere and the songs they sing. I'm not as old as the rest of them, you see. I'm just 78. Well, I know, I'm just a youngster, yes, that's what I like to think. Some days I feel better than others, like. I just like the way it goes. I like the atmosphere. Everybody seems to join in. Can't really say much about it, you know.
I think it does make them more active. They're thinking about things rather than just maybe sitting watching TV, and they're interacting with other people as well.
You want to hear? Oh. Yes! Well, you go.
Sometimes they're prompted by maybe another person starting to sing a song, but they've all got songs that they like, so when there's a quiet moment, they'll maybe just burst into song. This is my only second time I've been to the workshops with the residents, but one gentleman we've brought along who has got no speech at all, he's actually been joining in and with quite a few of the songs, and he appears to enjoy it, and he's come back again, so that shows that he is enjoying the time that he's spending here. Definitely got ideas, got 2 staff that are very good singers, and I've asked them if they would help me set up a singing workshop that we could maybe do weekly or fortnightly in the home, because we've got quite a few other residents that would benefit from this as well.
I remember as an old school teacher that told me that years ago, and that's a long time ago, and I still remember her saying that. What did you mean with the high road and the low road? How come about that?
We saw one gentleman who was singing, and then he started to tell us a story about his teacher, which he said was like many years ago. And then he went on to speak about where he was brought up in Glasgow and spoke about that as well. So sometimes that can trigger off little memories for them, and then they'll maybe tell a story about, or remember when I did whatever, or went to Sunday school, things like that. So it all goes on from leading from one thing into something else for them. So they like to speak, but sometimes they like to speak about themselves.
Here we go.
I think it's a very good workshop to come to, because nobody's shown any signs of distress. If they don't want to sing, they just stay quiet, and then all of a sudden you just see them bursting into song, and they're smiling, they're all happy. So that's a good thing, I think.
It's good, it is good, because I used to sing quite a lot, and I was beginning to lose my voice, which sounds like it now, but it was coming back. Thank goodness for that. It's nice to see the old folk joining in, because most of them are tone deaf, like my wife, but she enjoys this, and we were away last week, and I missed it.
They're participating, they're watching, because I've looked at the residents I brought with me just to see who is, and every single one of them has been smiling and participating. So for me, that's a good activity that I've brought them to today, so I feel happy about that. So I hope they've been happy coming as well.